Hey, what's up everyone? How's it going today? Today I'm pretty excited. I got something that's going to be really cool for the interior of the car. It's something that I've been wanting for quite a while, but I just figured that the price was, I don't know, just way too much for me. But I finally found a wheel on eBay that was just under $250 and was able to pick it up. Now I'll take it out here in a second, show you what it looks like, but I did take a little sneak peek and it's pretty cool. Alright, so let's take a look here. This is the Handkraftd carbon fiber steering wheel. This thing looks sweet. You got nice thumb grooves, and then on the back you have notches for your wrists, your fingers. So you have them at the bottom too, it looks like. Now, apart from some steering wheels, this one is actually just dipped carbon fiber. And looking at it here, I can't tell the difference besides right here at this point where I can see the dip. Besides that, it feels pretty good. Stitching looks good. Now, I guess I'll get this thing installed. Alright, so the first and most important step is go ahead and remove the negative off of your battery here. I don't have any bungee cables, so just did it like this, but make sure that it's not anywhere near the battery because you are messing with the airbag. Now as you look at the wheel, you'll see that there's 3 pins, one here, here, and here. This is what holds the front part of the airbag system on the vehicle. So what you'll do is you'll notice the cover on the back. There's going to be a hole here, here, and here. You basically just wedge a screwdriver in there and push this tab out, this one up, this one, basically everything towards the center. And you can do it one by one and slowly get it popped out. I'm going to start working on it and I'll let you know how it goes and try to show you to the best of my ability the easiest way to do it. So I'm looking at it, I do have this cover off now. Took me about 15 minutes to do. Like I said, there's a hole back here underneath and then on this side. Let me show you a little bit more. What I used was this light, little spot at the top, kind of a mini pin light or something like that if you have one, and then a screwdriver that's pretty flat right here. If you get one that is real fat here and then kind of small, it may make it a little bit more difficult. But basically all I did was just tilt my head in a way and use this flashlight until I saw these little pins here. And simple as that, once I saw that, I just reached in with the screwdriver, push it. I started with the bottom and then I started with the side that was outside the door, so I guess the left side in the driver's seat. And then the spot closest to the center console is the last one. That one was a little bit difficult. But if you look in there with your light, the pin is actually pretty close. So, like I said, it took about 15 minutes to do. It's all pretty simple. And like I said before, everything is pushed towards this center part here. And so you really don't need to worry too much about trying to pry it or anything. Just slowly push it and it actually comes out pretty simple. Okay, so the next thing we'll be doing now is actually taking this part off. This will be your airbag. Now as you can see right here, there's going to be 2 clips. Basically just put your little flathead in here, pop these up. You have to do it on this side. There we go. We got 1, 2. And the other part you're going to disconnect is right here. If you look really close, there's a little pin, kind of push down and pull off. Super simple. With these, you just kind of wiggle here until they come off. Alright, now we can remove this whole airbag piece. The next step you'll do is to turn the car back on get your steering wheel actually locked. Not really turn the car on, turn the battery on. That way you can get your steering wheel locked. This part here is a 17 millimeter. You will unscrew it, but unscrew it just enough to where you still have it threaded on, so whenever you're pulling your steering wheel, you can go ahead and just pull out without popping yourself in the head with it. This portion here, once you have your battery back unplugged after locking the steering wheel, you'll unplug this here. Alright, so now that we got the steering wheel locked here, I'm going to go ahead and unplug this cable. It's kind of hard to get your fingers back there. There we go. We'll move these a little bit out of the way. We'll take our drill, or you can use really whatever. Take out this 17. Looks like I need an extension. Give me just a moment. Alright, so I got my extension. Let's take this off. Pretty simple. Make sure that we got some thread here. Now you can watch me struggle getting this wheel off. That actually wasn't too bad. Now if you saw, I just kind of did a rocking motion and pulled straight out. Now what you're going to do is slowly undo this and make sure you take this out very slowly. These two yellow connections are a part of your clock spring, so you want to be very careful not to pull or tug on these. Slowly just kind of letting them guide themselves out here. And there we go, you got the wheel taken off. The first steps you're going to do once you got the wheel taken off is to unscrew this little Phillips head screw here. If you look right there, you'll press down on this tab, pull this up. Then as you look on the back here, you'll see that little brown, little tab. You just use some pliers, squeeze it, pop that out, and this piece should come off. Alright, so now we have this cover lifted off, and if you'd like, you can undo these hooks right here and right here to be able to take this whole piece off, but it really isn't necessary. The only steps you need to do now is take off right here, right there, and then right here, these little Phillips head screws. So I'm going to do that now. It'll pop everything off of here, and basically it's super simple, just transfer it over to the new one. Alright, so we got everything transferred over. What I'm going to do is plug this clip back in, as well as push that tab right back into the hole, and then you need to put your Phillips head screw back in there, and you'll be ready to install it back on the vehicle. Now one thing I did forget to mention is that these pins here, if yours does not have these new ones included with it, you'll have to transfer it. So make sure that you put these on, otherwise you're going to get it all the way back to the install, and then your airbag portion isn't going to go on. Alright, so let's get this bad boy put back on. I'm going to slowly just kind of guide these cables through back here. Come on. And slowly center the wheel into place. Get this clock spring adjusted correctly. There we go. Now I'm just kind of positioning the wheel how I think it would go. The teeth are lining up a little weird. Okay, there we go. So that wasn't too hard. Basically just line up this red line here with the top of the vehicle. Super simple. So the first step, I'm going to go ahead and plug this back in here. The next step is to put this nut back on the car. Now I do have some anti-seize, some blue I'm going to put on there just to be safe, but you just torque it to 29 foot-pounds. Putting the anti-seize on it isn't necessarily a must do, but I'm just doing that just because it was recommended for me to do it by one of my friends. Get my bar out here, get this set to 29. Alright, so we're at 29. Let's go ahead and torque it. There we go, that took a little bit of time. So if it doesn't connect or really doesn't torque all the way, just keep on going and it will torque. Now the last part I have to do is put the airbag. I'll take my orange one here, push it in, take the black one here, push it in, push these two tabs down, as well as reconnect this spade connector. There we go, you'll hear it click. And from what I heard, you just kind of set this on here and push. It should snap in. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Wow, this already looks so much nicer and better. The feeling is really good. It's a little bit, it's not a perfect circle, it's kind of like an oval shape. So whenever you grab onto it, it gives you definitely more, and I can already feel where my fingers are gonna sit on it. See the bottom? The bottom's not bad either. I like the little indentions it has on this backside, so whenever I'm cruising, holding the wheel here, right here. Huh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, holding it here, you got a lot of control. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the battery back connected, and we are done. All right, first start, let's see. I was just going through here now, checking to make sure got everything working. Yep. Alrighty. So we're all good. Everyone, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure if you have any questions to let me know in the comments below, or you can always message me on Instagram at WRX Snowboarder. This install was something I was really looking forward to and was actually really cool. Sorry it isn't the best of lighting. I mean, since I'm working on the steering wheel, I can't really be out in the parking lot doing this, so I'll make sure to get some better video here later on. But otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed, and happy driving, and enjoy.